rainy season is officially here in Southern California, and boy, when it rains, does it pour. Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Katie. I'm sharing my journey with my 9, almost 10-year-old Appendix Quarter Horse mare Nala. 6 months ago, we moved from upstate New York to Los Angeles, California, so this is our first winter in California, and boy, is it rainy. It took a little bit for the rain to get here, but now it's here and our barn doesn't have a covered arena because that's not really a thing in SoCal. So today I'm going to be showing you what we do on our rainy days when we can't ride in the arenas. I'm going to do a little bit of a morning routine / day in the life kind of thing with this video, so if that's up your alley, don't go anywhere, keep watching. Hiding under a tree out of the rain right now. We're out on a little bit of a hand walk, which is a hard thing to video, so I don't have too many clips of it, but yeah, just trying to get out and move around a little bit. I have learned that Nala is not the kind of horse who can stay in her stall because unfortunately the turnout situation here in LA is lacking. So horses are stalled pretty much all of the day, every day, unless we specifically turn them out. So I figured out that she really struggles with rainy days, especially when it's multiple days in a row, and then the weather clears up and she's like really looky, really spooky, and it's just not a fun time for everybody. So even though it's a rainy day, we're still trying to get outside. Hi. Thanks, horse. Love you too. We have a spot up at the top of the barn that stays pretty dry when it rains, or at least doesn't get as wet as the rest of the property. It's not very big, it's about the size of a 20-meter circle maybe, but we can lunge up there, and so I just took Nala for a walk around there. We walked up and down the hill a little bit. We walked in between the 2 logs that are there, and a little bit around the scary tree in the back. She also kept acting like she wanted to roll, and I swear she did this like 6 times. She'd stop and sniff and paw like she was gonna drop and roll, but she'd get distracted, or I guess she'd realize there was a better spot to roll and she'd walk away. But she like dug these trenches in the footing up there, so sorry to whoever used that after me. I gave her a quick brush, and I just want to say this is not a normal response to being brushed. This is telling me that something's not right or that she's hurting somewhere, so I've already called the vet to get an appointment set up to look her over and see if we can get to the bottom of what's bothering her. But once we were done with brushing, it was time for me to make up Nala's morning grain. She doesn't get anything special, it's just alfalfa pellets. And then it was time to play musical paddocks. My partner had been at the barn before me and turned her horse Doc out, so I brought Doc in so I could give him a lunge, and I put Nala out in the same paddock and I gave her her grain out there. Alright, now it's Doc's turn for a little exercise on this rainy day, and guys, I was working for this. Doc is a really funny horse. He's either running around like an idiot, bucking on the line and having a great time, or he is acting like a geriatric lesson horse with 3 legs in the grave and is like barely trotting around. And there's no lunge whip up at this top part of the barn, so I was fighting for my life trying to get him to move. You can see I had to stop and take my jacket off after a little bit because I was working up a sweat, even though it was really cold out. But we got some good lunging both ways. He got a little bit of energy out and then he settled down really nicely. And to finish off, I just did a little bit of the groundwork I've been working on with him recently, which is teaching him to yield his hindquarters both ways on the ground, which he knows how to do under saddle really well, but not so much on the ground, so we've been practicing it. And then once Doc was done with his workout, he went back in his stall and got his morning grain as well. And then I brought Nala in and cleaned up all of the stuff I'd taken out. I'm giving Nala the Shire's ball feeder for the last couple months just to keep something in her stomach in between mealtime because I don't get fed super often here. And also, as a boredom buster, it doesn't have grain in it, it just has alfalfa pellets. So it's a nice little supplement to what she's already getting. But don't look so happy to see me, Mare. There you go. But she really likes it. And I'm glad that we've been giving it to her, because it makes rainy days like this much, much easier when she's got something to keep her occupied in her stall. But yeah, on that note, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. The rain is starting to pick back up now, so I'm gonna skedaddle and go eat breakfast. And I will see you all in my next video. Also, if you're not subscribed already, I hate doing this part. Can you help me out with this? Also, if you're not subscribed already, you should definitely subscribe before you go. Nell and I would love to have you along on our journey. And yeah, stay tuned for more exciting stuff coming up soon. Bye, everybody.